Welcome to Passion for the Pastime, where baseball lives 24/7, 365. Catch conversations with beat writers, broadcasters, current and former players of all levels. Now here's your host,
Walter Ika Balsetta. Whoops, I fumbled. I got to get out of here.
Walter Ika Balsetta.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to Passion for the Pastime here on a Monday. We are outside. Am I sounding good? Give me the thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up. We're out here on the patio, out here in my hood. Shout out to Dom Peralta, who's out there in San Mateo. Are we sounding good? Give me the thumbs up. And then if I'm not, we'll have to troubleshoot this on the fly. Dom gives me the thumbs up. Thank you, Dom. Look at Dom is outshining all you guys. Rockin', where you at, dude? You're so super delayed. What's going on? AJ Cruz, I saw you in here earlier. What's up, everybody? Good to see you all in here in the YouTube chat. We're gonna get into everything that went down last night on Father's Day. Which, by the way, shout out to all you papas, all you poppies out there, all you daddies for Father's Day yesterday. It was a fun time. We were out there in Brentwood. If you guys follow along, I don't know if you guys get the notifications for my shorts that I did, but I did a short video yesterday as soon as the news broke, because it did take me a while. You know, I was sipping on some wine, a little bit at a winery up in Contra Costa County, up in Brentwood for Father's Day, and I saw the notification. Marcus sent it to our group chat. Marcus, the Waterboy Boucher, shout out Waterboy, sent it to the group chat, and I was just like, all right, bro, like you're really trying to kill my buzz right now. I thought it was a joke. Saw the tweet from Robert Murray, and then started to see more outlets grab it. See Jeff Passan come out with it with John Morosi. I didn't really believe it. I mean, it was almost the same thought process of when the trade went down with Luka, right? When Luka got traded, because those type of things just don't happen, right? Those type of things just do not occur every day. And we're starting to see it more and more, actually, like with Jimmy Butler getting traded to the Bay Area. Christian McCaffrey, also a big Bay Area trade that went down that just didn't seem likely for it to be legitimate. And I remember the McCaffrey deal, I want to say that happened on like a Friday night or something like that. So it was so just under the radar. But this one right before Sunday Night Baseball with the Giants and the Dodgers facing off in Chavez Ravine, right? And the latrine, as we call it here on the podcast. It was incredible to see that actually come into fruition, and right before first pitch, man, like it happened at like 3:50, right? At 3:50, it was incredible to see that the Giants actually pulled the trigger, right? And that's kind of where we come in as a fan base, right? Is that we have to kind of retrain ourselves in the ways of thinking of what it is for the San Francisco Giants and how they operate, right? And we'll get into that, and we'll get everyone's thoughts on the trade, if you liked it, if you didn't like it. You're in the minority if you didn't like it, but there are some people out there that don't like the move, right? They're questioning whether it's a good fit for Rafael Devers and the Giants, and where does he play. We'll dissect all of that. And again, just want to tell you guys, I am live in my garden, right? in the got a gardenia right behind me. Shout out to my girlfriend who are upkeeping the yard. I got a nice bloom over here. You guys can't see it, but maybe I'll pick up the camera and show you guys in a little bit. We'll take a tour around my yard maybe towards the end of the podcast. But yeah, so we're out here because we have some maintenance work going on in the home studio. So we'll have to adjust. Maybe, tomorrow, maybe I do the podcast from the couch. We'll have to see what we end up doing. We will maybe possibly, quite frankly, this is a success already. We might do a podcast live from a brewery in the neighborhood at some point here in the coming days. So I'll let you guys know about that as we get closer. But Rafael Devers, man, going to the Giants, it was a shocker. It sent shockwaves throughout the Bay Area. it was hilarious to me because we're all watching the game on Sunday Night Baseball. I kind of forgot that there was a game on, first of all, and then I kind of forgot that the Giants were playing the Dodgers. Like it became secondary, right, to us because the broadcast was just even breaking down the trade and the schematics of it and everything like that, and the trade package that the Red Sox got. Also, I mean, show of hands, right? Everybody in the YouTube chat, who else thought that the Giants definitely got over on the Red Sox? I mean, that trade package, you didn't have to give up Luciano, which I mean, maybe he doesn't have a lot of trade value, but I still value Marco Luciano. Didn't have to give up Carson Wisenhunt. When I first saw the deal, guys, I don't know if anybody else thought this, but I thought that Carson Wisenhunt was going to be involved. I thought that Bryce Eldridge was going to be involved with Rafael Devers. Like, you're talking about a guy that is on a trajectory of potentially making the Hall of Fame. I mean, he has 215 home runs right now as a 28-year-old kid, if you will. 28 years old, 215 home runs, over 1,100 hits. I think it's like 500 extra base hits on top of that. And then you go to his RBI numbers, right? I mean, he's approaching, I think he's at 696. He's approaching 700 on that. It's not necessarily a huge milestone, 700 RBIs, but I mean, he's getting close to 1,000. So I mean, he'll hit 1,000 when he's in a Giants uniform. So I mean, they trade for quite frankly the best bat option that was out there this trade deadline. I didn't even know that he was available. I mean, obviously with the turmoil, and we'll talk about that. We'll get into that as to how this all kind of unfolded with Rafael Devers. And that's also like the people that are kind of questioning the move. Is he a fit? Is he a clubhouse guy? Because of how he kind of went about things in Boston on his way out. Obviously with the displeasure with how the Red Sox organization handled the offseason and handled him losing his job essentially as being the starting third baseman. And then they moved him to DH and brought in Alex Bregman. Obviously, Bregman is the better glove, right? But he had a lot of pride. And he felt that he was disrespected in a sense. So, I mean, that whole relationship was fractured. And the Giants, I mean, kudos to Buster Posey, kudos to ownership, kudos to Zach Manassian for capitalizing on that opportunity. So we'll definitely get into that. But let's see what else we got going on in the YouTube chat, because we're out here on my patio in the yard. It's a nice, lovely day. I got my Shasta Tiki Punch because I am out of beer, which hence why I have to go to the brewery near me. So let me take a sip real quick because it is a nice, beautiful, warm day out here in the East Bay. Let me take a sip real quick. Just a Tiki Punch, guys. This is good. Have you guys ever had this? The Tiki Punch, the Shasta Tiki Punch? Like this is like a staple when I was growing up. My mom, actually, no, track it back a little bit, reel it in. My mom would actually get the Hawaiian Punch, not the Tiki Punch, but the Tiki Punch equally as good. This was always the go-to drink when I was growing up with the family parties. Anyways, yeah, sorry, you guys had to hear that slip, or the sip, excuse me. But let's go back out to the text line real quick, or the YouTube chat. Dom Peralta with the thumbs up. Hell yeah, Dom. Good to see you in here. Let's see. It's just gonna be. Let me. I'm a little. My arm's a little short, so let me move myself a little. There we go. All right, Dom Peralta with the thumbs up. Hell yeah. What's up, Dom? Good to see you in here. AJ Cruz with the thumbs up. Lori Galvin in here as well. Walter sipping on some scissor. Yeah, what's up, AJ Cruz? Good to see you, man. Let's see. Yeah. Rock has been hitting me with that for the last 24 hours. I knew Posey was going to call the Red Sox first. I actually told him to call the Red Sox. I gave him the number. I gave him the direct line to the Red Sox front office. All right, let's see what else we got going on here in the YouTube chat. Tacky Mush the second and third games at the latrine. Yeah, no, we'll see. You know what? So we were talking about that going into the game. I think on Friday I found out that Tacky was going to be going to Chavez latrine, right? And I banned myself. I banned myself from going to LA because last year we were in LA and did not fare well in the Giants' favor. So I just said, you know what? I've seen enough losing at the latrine. I'm just not gonna go. So and then it's good to know that it's not just me. That Tacky also has the curse as well. So don't feel too bad, Tacky. I don't know if Tacky's in here, but still trying to get Tacky those tickets, by the way. Still working on that giveaway. But we're getting closer. We're getting closer for sure. Tacky not trying to take the L for yesterday though. He was at the game. Oh, dude, yeah, no, he has to take full accountability. We got a Jay blazing off camera. Oh, dude, what's up? Roses whip around Walter's backyard. Okay, all right, you guys. Okay, you guys are having too much fun in the YouTube chat. Really quickly, the Giants, the biggest trade since. Oh, dude, so this is great. I mean, this is a great question. Sidney Bonson. I didn't see that one. The Giants' biggest trade since. Ooh, my goodness. I mean, it depends what you mean with biggest, right? I mean, are we talking about the biggest impact? Because the biggest impact, it's got to be Marco Scudero, right? I mean, this guy came in and immediately added some thump to, or not thump, but he immediately added some consistency at second base for the Giants in that run, and then he goes on and wins a World Series, or I'm sorry, not World Series, NLCS MVP, right? With Marco Scudero, and hence his nickname for the longest time prior to Rafael Devers getting here. He's probably going to be called Blockbuster now, but Marco Scudero was Blockbuster. That was his name. It was kind of a jab at everyone else because everyone else was making all these big splashes, big moves at the trade deadline, and we're just like, Marco Scudero. And then we go on and win the World Series, and he's a huge part of that. Obviously, getting the NLCS MVP in the rain, we all remember that pretty well. But yeah, I mean, biggest trade. I mean, we're going back Hunter Pence. I mean, dude, this might be, quite frankly, the biggest trade in Giants baseball history. I mean, I could be way off on that, but that's just how I feel about it. Just the gravity of it because of all of what it means, because this isn't just a rental. Like, that's the other thing, looking at Carlos Beltran for Zach Wheeler. Obviously, we go back and look. We got Beltran for like 2-3 months, right? For the rest of the season. And that was a move that I was behind, actually. I mean, you had to go out there and get a bat and create some type of offense because Posey wasn't there anymore, right? Because shout out Scott Cousins. I was at that game. We won't talk about that too much, but Buster Posey goes down with the season-ending injury. They needed some offense. They were the defending champs. They had to, try to get back into the postseason. They tried, right? You like the effort, but then you look at what it cost them, and they weren't able to retain Carlos Beltran. It cost them Zach Wheeler, right? And Zach Wheeler is a damn fine pitcher. It's not necessarily the same thing right now because, I mean, I didn't even talk about the trade package that Rafael Devers it required for the Giants to bring him to San Francisco. It was Kyle Harrison. Obviously, we all know his story, and I mean, it was a great story. I mean, he was a homegrown kid, played ball at De La Salle, played baseball at De La Salle, High School, and gets drafted out of high school, and then he's the highly touted prospect in the minor leagues. But it just never worked out for him. It just never worked out. And I think that there is a possibility that it still works out in Boston, but it just wasn't going to work out here. I mean, it could have actually worked out here. But when you look to the situation and what presented itself, and that's something that Buster Posey really talked about in that, he didn't have any slight to Kyle Harrison or disbelief in Kyle Harrison. It's just, this was too good of and this is Buster Posey, it was too good of a trade to pass on, right? I mean, you address the offensive need, you address the thump in the lineup, you address getting a left-handed bat that it has eluded this organization for quite some damn time. I mean, they go out there and they're trotting out Dom Smith. Dom Smith has been doing a great job, But he's no Rafael Devers, so you get a lefty bat, and then also the key thing and why it's so different from a Beltran trade, and you're trading all these prospects. Obviously, Kyle Harrison involved in that. James Tibbs, which everyone was so excited about, first round pick for the Giants last year, he was involved in the trade. You never know. Who knows what he's going to end up being? Maybe he'll be a damn good player. But right now, you're getting a guy that is a power threat that the Giants probably haven't had in the existence of or since Oracle Park opened up, right? And that's going back to Barry Bonds. Like, that is the last time that they had a legitimate power threat in the lineup. Like, I mean, yeah, we want to talk about Pablo, we want to talk about Posey. Posey wasn't necessarily that huge force, not like that, not like Barry. Like, Barry was, I think that Rafael Devers can be close to that. Now, I'm not saying that he's Barry Bonds. That's not what I'm saying. But the power threat that is there for Rafael Devers, I think, is the effect that he'll have on this lineup is huge. That's just how I think, how I feel about the trade. And so you lose Kyle Harrison, you lose James Tibbs, you lose Jordan Hicks, and then you lose what's his name, Bello, right? Jose Bello. For Rafael Devers. And the big thing about that, I mean, it's 4 for 1. But this one guy, again, you're looking at his numbers right now, he could be on a Hall of Fame trajectory. You never know. But 28 years old, 215 home runs, 400 or close to 700 RBIs. I mean, he's a force in the lineup. But then also, again, going back to the Beltran deal and why trading prospects, like, nobody wants to do it, blah, blah, blah. This guy is locked up until 2033. 2033, he is going to be a San Francisco Giant, unless something else happens and they flip him for something else. Okay, that could possibly happen. But 2033, he is locked up. You don't have to go into a bidding war. You don't have to acquire him through free agency. You have a long-term solution that is a left-handed bat that is freaking huge. That's why I love this deal, because we all know free agent hitters, if you're not named Willy Adames, it is hard to come by that they are willing to come to San Francisco. And maybe that changes now that you have a Matt Chapman, now that you have a Jung-Hoo Lee, now that you have a Elliot Ramos, now that you have a Willy Adames, and now a Rafael Devers. I mean, that can change things drastically if you start to look at this lineup, because I was talking about it with Jack Loader this morning. He was going through a projected lineup, right? And he had Rafael Devers batting third. It's just, it slots everyone in, kind of similar to what happened with Matt Chapman when he came over, right? When Matt Chapman first came over last year, it kind of slotted guys in where they should be. Like, Wilmer wasn't hitting cleanup, he was hitting fifth. You know what I mean? Like small, slight adjustments that were being made just because of the gravity of one guy. Rafael Devers does that times 2. Now he's sliding in other guys. Now we're going to see Jung-Hoo Lee probably lead off more often than not, because you have Rafael Devers there in the middle of the lineup. He'll probably hit third. You got Matt Chapman hitting fourth, and then it kind of all just morphs together from there. So I don't know, man. I mean, this has a lot of positive things, but let me know what you guys think in the YouTube chat. I'm going to go through here really quick and catch up. Tiki Punch is tasty as fuck. Yeah, it is, dude. This is really good. Just got it out of the fridge. I'm gonna take another sip real quick. It's really good. It's really good. You can really taste the sugar in there. But let's see what else we got going on here in the YouTube chat. What's up, Ernie? Good to see you in here, dude. Ernie, are you in here on YouTube, or are you in here on Facebook? It's see, I should have looked at your picture first and then answered the question, because it has a YouTube logo on it. So yes, you're in here on YouTube. What's up, Ernie? Good to see you in here. I've never chased anything with Tiki before. Oh, dude, yeah, no, it's a good time. Big Daddy Cool. Yeah, hey, dude. What's up? Let's see what else we got going on here. Blockbuster Posey. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. We've been saying it all day. Blockbuster Posey. The Blockbuster trade. Incredible stuff, man. And that's another thing too. I mean, going just looking at Buster Posey and how he is conducting himself, I think it's putting the Giants on the map if they weren't already, putting everyone on notice if they weren't already. But I think I think Buster Posey is like bringing a little bit of more respect to the organization. Like is that something that you guys feel happening? Like the culture shift, obviously, with the organization itself, but like from the outside looking in, I feel like people aren't pointing and laughing at us anymore because Buster Posey is there, and he is a competitor, bro. Like he is out there. He sees that there is a possibility of getting a little bit better, and not a little bit better, a lot better by taking a risk, because that's something else that a lot of front office guys haven't done or are unwilling to do, is take risks. Trading Kyle Harrison could be viewed as a risk, but it's a calculated risk. Buster Posey is not going to just go out there and wheel and deal and just be, unresponsible for it. But in retrospect, I guess we're looking back on it in a couple years. Like if Kyle Harrison goes out there and is a Cy Young Award winner for 3 straight years, and you know what I mean, ends up being a Hall of Famer. It is possible that could happen, but Buster Posey just doesn't care. He sees the competitive advantage in getting Rafael Devers, and this dude just pounces, man. I mean, he did the same thing with Willy Adames. He's not waiting for these deadlines. He's not waiting to be told to do something. He sees it and he wants to go out and win so badly. That's where the player's mentality comes into it. Obviously, there could be times where the over aggressiveness could come back and bite him in the ass, right? But I don't think that this is going to be one of those times. Again, this is a bat that drastically changes that lineup, and it makes teams kind of think about going up against this lineup. It's really incredible. I hope to see Rafael Devers tomorrow. Hopefully he's going to be having his press conference at 2:30. So I don't know if he'll be ready, if he'll be up to speed. We'll see. We'll talk about it in a little bit where he's going to be ending up playing, where is the best fit for him. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But going back to the question Rockin asked earlier, Scudero, Freddie Sanchez, both important for the World Series runs. Yeah, 100%. I mean, hell, do we want to even go with Javier Lopez? Do we want to go all the way back with Jeremy Affeldt? I mean, because that's the thing. Like, what are you judging a trade on? Like, is it only for winning a World Series? Is it just having an immediate impact? Like, that's kind of the part of the question is, I guess, what you determine what it means to be the biggest trade, right? I mean, as far as impact and I think trajectory of an organization, I think that this trade for Rafael Devers, it definitely covers all bases in my opinion. So let's see. Let's go back out to the YouTube chat. Say what's up to everybody. Posey this season Posey this season got 2 huge big boy bats. Adames and Devers by far has exceeded. Yeah, dude, that's the other thing too. I've been seeing that a lot on Twitter. Posey in 5 years has done more than Posey in 5 months has done more than what Farhan has done in 7 years. I'm just like, yeah, I mean, yeah. You're not lying. You're not lying by any means. Yeah, de la John. Yeah, we're a couple 10 minutes behind. All right, hold on. I'm gonna catch up to you guys. I'm gonna catch up. Rafael Devers equates to wins. Hey, what's up, Robert? Good to see you in here as well. Go big or go home. Posey made a huge splash. Now let's hope Devers begins paying dividends right away. I do think that you'll see you'll see him hit the Cove a couple of times here in this homestand if he gets in there sooner rather than later. I think that he's going to pay huge dividends, not only for his own stats, right? Not just for him hitting homers and getting guys in, but this adds protection to the lineup now. There is protection around Matt Chapman when he comes back. There is protection around Willy Adames. And quite frankly, Willy Adames has been pressing. He's been doing a better job as of late Shockingly, with Matt Chapman not being there and he needs to be the guy, well, he's been the guy, right? But looking at Willie Adames now, like he can kind of take a sigh of relief, right? He can kind of step back a little bit because he doesn't have to be the guy every single night. You have another guy that can take the load off in Rafael Devers. And I just think that Rafael Devers, the swagger, the confidence, I think that's going to rub off on everybody, man. I do think that it's going to pay dividends in more than one way. But yeah, AJ, 100%. I hope that we are able to see that sooner rather than later. Let's see. There's no potential. Let's see. There's no potential endeavors. He's in a okay. I see what you're saying, dude. Robert, I was about to get into you, bro. I was like, what do you mean? There's no potential in endeavor? I see what you're saying. He's an established star. We know what you're getting. You know what you're getting with him. You're not necessarily. I think that's where you're going, Robert. If that's not where you're going, then we might have to have a different conversation. But I think that's where you're going, in that the no potential endeavors, meaning that he is an established guy, 3-time All-Star. You know what you're getting. You're not hoping what you can get. You already know that the back of the baseball card is established. I think that's where Robert was going there. Let's see here. No shade from my guy Dom. We stick together. No, dude, I love Dom Smith. Dom Smith is one of my favorite Giants, one of my favorite acquisitions. I almost said accusations. Cruise line up and running today. Yes, it is. It is up and running. My apologies. I did not say that at the front, the beginning of the show. Cruise line is operational. I got everything out here. If you guys can see, I don't want to move too much because I got wires that could come undone a little bit, but I got the board right there. I got the board. Oh, now we're switching angles. All right, we're good. We're good to go. We're good to go. I'm not gonna move it. Not gonna move it anymore. But we do have the board here. I don't know if you guys can hear this. Hey, little Walter. Hey, little Walter. Oh, there it is. Damn, that's loud as shit. Hey, little Walter is playing. If you guys can hear it. But anyway. Something's gonna get you, little Walter. Ooh, yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I can hear it, and I'm jamming out here. But really quickly, let's go out to the cruise line because I think that we have our first caller of the day. Had to get confirmation that the cruise line was up and operational. It is, and let's go out to the cruise line. What's up, Rockin'? How you doing, bro? Hold on. I'm not connected. I'm not connected to. Hold on, Rockin'. I got to get you on the Bluetooth. Hold on. Give me 1 second. We're having technical difficulties here. Rockin' is trying to give me his takes on Rafael Devers. I think we are connected now. Rockin', what's up, bro? Hello? Where's Rockin'? Don't hear him at the second. Hold on, Rockin'. Let me Rockin', go ahead and give me a call back. Let me make sure that this is connected first. Hold on, don't call back too soon. We are connected. Let me see if I can call Rock. Let me see if I can call Rockin'. Let's see here. 1 second. Cruise line should be operational, but the Wi-Fi is not being friendly. How's the camera looking, by the way? How's everything looking today? I didn't ask you guys. No phone call. It's not ringing right now. Hold on. Give me 1 second, Rockin'. I'll figure it out here in a little bit. We heard it. You guys all heard the you guys all heard the yeah, that's the other thing, dude. The recovery. What's up, dude? Good to see you in here. They're losing their minds in Boston. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like you wake up out here on the West Coast. You wake up and you think it's a dream, right? And then you think about and I started laughing this morning. I think I did that, or I said that in my video that I posted for my shorts. It wasn't anything short. It was 10 minutes. Just me rambling on the early point of my commute. But I started thinking about it. I'm just like, dude, how, I mean, we're thinking it's a dream. How is Boston waking up this morning? Like they're thinking that it's a nightmare. Like they're hoping that they could just wake up. I don't know, man. I really don't know. But yeah, no, it's definitely interesting. Yeah, technology and stuff. Yeah, thank you, Tom. I appreciate it. Rockin', if you are there, go ahead and give me a call back, bro. I think we are good to go. Let me let me make sure. I don't know if he's calling right now. Let's see. I'm trying to call Rockin' back on my phone. It's not ringing for some reason. It is, maybe it's not operational. What's going on, guys? Let me move my phone a little bit closer to move it a little closer to the house, but it's not picking up for some reason. Let's see here. Anyone else? Anyways, what's weird is that the phone call did come in, and I heard Rockin' on my phone. So, anyways, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Technical difficulties. We will figure it out shortly. But yeah, Rockin', keep trying to call in, bro. If it works, definitely let me know. Or I guess I'll know, because if you call and it comes through, we'll be good to go. Let's see what else is going on. The recovery checking in here. Kipe better get his voice ready for more home run calls. It is out of here. Yeah, dude. No, he definitely has to get the pipes ready, because it's going to be a lot of home runs. I think so. I mean, if you're going to count the 15 for what he has, I mean, we're going to have a 30 home run guy. Does he have to hit 45 for that to be a thing for the Giants? Does he have to hit 45 to have officially 30 home runs in a Giants uni for that to be a thing? I don't know. We'll have to break that down. Let's see what else is going on here in the YouTube channel, YouTube chat. Show to her, Walter. I don't know what Anthony's talking about. Let's see. Should I call back? Yeah. Give me a call back. See if it comes through. Because I am connected. I 100% am connected. I just don't know if the phone line is not coming through, but definitely give me a call back. Give me a call back for sure, Rockin', if you want to give that a try. Anthony. So how's everybody else feeling about the trade for Rafael Devers? How's everyone else feeling about it? Because I think that overwhelmingly it is a positive thing. I think that a lot of Giants fans are excited. I think that it's a signal for a changing of the times, especially with Buster Posey. I mean, it's definitely a signal that things are under new management, right? I mean, it's a different feeling that we have now with Buster Posey. I mean, if it wasn't already apparent with Willie Adames with the signing, if it wasn't already apparent with what he was doing with Lamont Wade Jr. and moving guys down and calling guys up that are performing well in the minors. I mean, there's a different way of going about business that there is with the Giants now with Buster Posey at the helm. So I think a lot of people are really excited with it. The recovery checking in, feeling great. Yeah, you like the move. 100%, man. Jury is out, Walter. Yeah, no, I think that a lot of people they're feeling really excited about this. Robert checking in. This trade was a dream come true. 100%, man. I mean, it still feels like we're on cloud nine. Like it feels like it didn't really happen. And I guess I won't really believe that it happened, that it's legitimate until we see Rafael Devers in a Giants uniform. Obviously, we know that it happened, but I'm still. I don't know. Did he go through his physicals? I'm still trained to that. And which, by the way, dude, I mean, we were giving Farhan so much S about that, but my goodness, was that a blessing in disguise? Because if we land a Corbin Burns, which it didn't sound like the Giants were even anywhere remotely interested in going down that path, but if they go and sign Corbin Burns, if they go and get Carlos Correa, I mean, we're not seeing Rafael Devers at this point. Like, we're just stuck with those contracts. You know what I mean? So everything happens for a reason. Really excited about the prospect of having Rafael Devers there with Willie Adames. I mean, this team can be a force this year and into future years. I mean, we have established, not established, but you have guys that are going to be here. You have Jung-Hoo Lee that is on a long-term deal. You have Matt Chapman who's on a long-term deal. You have Willie Adames who is on a long-term deal, and you have Rafael Devers. That is a great core of guys to build around 100%. And I mean, you factor in the pitching, which, you know, we'll get into as the week goes on. We talk about the pitching staff. The fact that Buster Posey made this move with Kyle Harrison on, on this rotation, and, you know, they thought that he would be a big part of the future, right? But you look at everything else. You look at Verlander coming back. He's going to be starting on Wednesday. If you guys didn't see that note, Justin Verlander will be back on the bump off the IL. He'll be pitching on Wednesday. I'll be out at the patio with Greg Papa and John Dickinson on Thursday for the getaway day game against the Guardians. But you look at the pitching staff, right? And Kyle Harrison was supposed to be a part of the future of this Giants pitching staff, but they just traded him away for Rafael Devers. Again, this is a bat that is going to be here for the next at least 8 years. You know what I mean? 6, 7, 8 years for Rafael Devers. Controllable bat. That's something that they didn't really have other than Willie Adames and Jung-Hoo Lee and Matt Chapman, right? And those have all come within the last year and a half for this organization. So now they're starting to get guys that are here for the long haul. They're here to be Giants, and now that makes it a little bit more of a sexy destination for free agents, right? But going back to the pitching and where I was talking with Kyle Harrison is that Buster Posey felt confident enough in this organizational pitching hierarchy depth chart, right? He felt confident enough in that they can trade one of their top level prospects in Kyle Harrison and still be fine and still be ready to compete. You still have Robbie Ray, who is pitching his ass off 100%. Logan Webb, who is probably going to be an all-star and quite frankly could be in the running for a Cy Young when it's all said and done at the end of the year. And then you look at Justin Verlander. He's going to be coming back. He's going to be a factor at some point. And then you go and look at Hayden Birdsong. You look at Landon Roop. Those are young guys, young up and comers in the Giants organization. And then you go back and go into the farm system with all the Carsons, Carson Ragsdale, Carson Seymour, and most definitely Carson Wisenhunt. I was so thrilled that this deal did not go down with Carson Wisenhunt being involved, that they got Rafael Devers for the package that they sent, because if Carson Wisenhunt was included in that deal, I might feel a little bit hesitant because I feel like he's going to be a great piece for this Giants team. It wouldn't have been like an end all be all for me in any regard, but for the package to be Kyle Harrison, for it to be James Tibbs, for it to be Bello, and for it to be Jordan Hicks, I mean, that is a huge win. So let's give it another try. We have the cruise line open, operational. I don't know how many times you had to call, Rockin'. I don't know if it's just the connection out here in the yard. But what's up, dude? Thank you for calling back and welcome to Patch for the Pastime on a Monday.
Hey, yo, third time's a charm. It worked this time.
There it is.
Turn on, Walter.
Did was it going to voicemail? Was it not coming through, or what was the deal?
Well, obviously the first time you weren't connected, and I called again and it went to voicemail, and third time, well, here we are.
Well, there it is, baby. The third time's a charm. What's up, Rockin'? How you feeling about Rafael Devers, bro? How you feeling about that deal? Because I'm super excited right now.
I'm excited. It sounds like Christmas Eve, where you know it's happening, it's coming.
Yeah,
and once midnight comes, you get to open the gift. So it's not until I see Devers like on the field, catching balls and like in his first at bat, then I think the realization will hit me. Like, damn.
Did you say
is this true?
You're opening gifts on Christmas Eve or Christmas? You said Christmas Eve. I was thinking New Year's.
Midnight. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I know. I know. We do that too. That's a Latino thing. Or does everybody else do that? I always thought that was a Latino thing because my girlfriend and their family they do it Christmas Day, like Christmas morning. But I mean the Latinos, we just do it at midnight. Well, we try to do it at midnight, but we usually do it at like 9 o'clock now. We're not staying up till midnight, bro.
Yeah, I think it is a Latino thing because, well, isn't Santa Claus more like a white thing?
I mean, I guess so. Yeah, Jesus Cristo, right? We got shout out AJ Cruz. But yeah, bro. I mean, we're still trying to figure out how the hell this happened. Like, how is this possible?
Papa gave him the number.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. He
But
did. Yeah.
but you got to give it to Posey because obviously he knew something, or he was just kicking the tires and it just progressed. Well, because I saw reports that the Padres were also interested, but they weren't like really pursuing him. So I think the fact that the Giants took on the full contract and the Red Sox were like just trying to get rid of his contract, and Giants were willing to take it, that really helped out.
Well, and that's the thing too, right? Is that it was a perfect storm, and I think that with the Red Sox, I mean, we all got to go back to the beginning. Like we got to go back to when everything kind of soured for Rafael Devers and the Red Sox, right? And that's when they went and got Alex Bregman, right? Alex Bregman signed, and he was playing the third base position, and apparently, the Red Sox didn't have a conversation, kind of similar. I guess if you want to go back to the Farhan years when the Giants were going to get Carlos Correa, like there wasn't a conversation with Brandon Crawford prior to a contract being offered, right? So then that's the thing that I guess happened with Rafael Devers is that there was a contract that was given to Alex Bregman, and the Red Sox didn't communicate to him, and he kind of took that as disrespect. Which I mean, yeah, you sign the guy for 11 years, like 300 mil, right? 300, I think it was 310 for a couple of years ago, and he's been very adamant in saying we need guys around me, like we need superstar calibers. We're going up against the Yanks. Like you see the Orioles becoming a force. You see the Rays just are always competitive in the division. Like you guys got to get something here. So he was really vocal. Then they go out and do it, but they didn't talk to him about that. So I think that's kind of where the relationship kind of soured with Rafael Devers. So that's step one, right, of the perfect storm. Then you have to have the willingness of Buster Posey and the organization and the ownership, right, in saying that, yeah, we'll trade Kyle Harrison, we'll trade our number one first overall pick or our first round pick from last year, James Tibbs. We'll trade Jordan Hicks, which I don't think they really cared about it, but we'll include Jordan Hicks and Bello, right? But you had to have the willingness of the parties involved with the Giants as well. And like what you just mentioned, in taking on the 250, I think it's 252 that's left to pay him on the remaining years of his contract. So, I mean, kudos to the organization for wanting to take that on, right? But then also the other thing that you mentioned, Rockin, is the perfect storm just brewing. Yeah, Buster Posey saw an opportunity and struck. He didn't wait for a bidding war. He didn't wait for the trade deadline, where, quite frankly, that's where the price shoots up. I think right now they got Rafael Devers because the Red Sox were trying to get out of that situation of the head case of having Rafael Devers there. They didn't want him on the team anymore, right? So Buster Posey took a chance, an opportunity, took advantage of his opportunity with this trade with the Red Sox. And I mean, yeah, like you mentioned, like the Reds or the Padres were getting involved in it. I heard the Blue Jays were getting involved in it, and Atlanta as well. So this was kind of in the early points of it, and the Giants were just like, yeah, no, we'll give you Kyle Harrison, we'll give you James Tibbs, like that's fine. Let's do this now. Let's why wait a month? Let's do this right now. And then that's how Rafael Devers is a Giant. I mean, that is good execution by Buster Posey, and we've seen it twice now. We saw him do it with acquiring Rafael Devers via trade, and he did it with Willy Adames because Willy Adames signed before that massive deal with Juan Soto in the offseason. Right before winter meetings, he did not allow anyone else to get in the way. He knew what he wanted. When he knows what he wants, he goes full at it. And at least for what we've seen, he's 3 for 3 really with getting what he wants, because I'm not going to exclude Justin Verlander and that contract negotiation as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure if the Red Sox would have been dealing with Farhan, they're like, hey, Farhan, you want Devers? Farhan would have just sat there just giggling, not giving an answer. Giggle, giggle, giggle. Giggle, giggle.
Is that what Farhan sounds like? Giggle, giggle, giggle. Yeah.
He was like,
he probably would have. He most definitely would have, and he probably would have been like, he probably would have asked for like someone else in like AA. He's like, oh no, we don't want Rafael Devers, but what about this other guy in AA? And it's like, nah, bro, like what are you doing? That's what Farhan would have done.
Well, Farhan, I don't think would have even traded any. Maybe one of the players that we gave up, but I think he was too gun shy. Like he was just unwilling to give up any prospects, really.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Buster Posey has proven to not be that, right? And I think that has to change. Like our perspective has to change a little bit, right? I mean, don't you think? Like we're kind of not used to winning in these types of situations. We're usually on the ass end of it. So the fact that Buster Posey went out there and got the guy that they wanted in Willy Adames, and then did it again with Rafael Devers, is just like, and we're talking about this dude on June 16th. We're talking about this on June 16th. You mean to tell me that Buster Posey isn't looking at someone else right this second? I don't think he's done. I think there's going to be another trade come trade deadline season. I full-heartedly believe that.
Trade like as in bat or pitching?
It depends, man. It really depends on how things shake up. I think that the pitching side of things, I think that they're okay, because you have Justin Verlander. He's going to be coming back. I know he hasn't been great, but he hasn't been terrible, right? He's been serviceable is the word that I'd use for Verlander. Then you go and look at the rest of the rotation. You got Hayden Birdsong that is going to be a fixture in this rotation beyond this year. I think that he is great. You got Robbie Ray, who, I mean, he's pitching. He's having a hell of a season. You got Logan Webb, right? So that's the 4 that you have. And then the 5 spot, you got Landon Roop, right? You got Landon Roop that, I mean, he got blasted against the Dodgers, and that was to be expected. He's overly reliant on that curveball, and Dodgers just ate it up. So I guess that's the question of what is available in the starting pitching market, but I wouldn't even stretch it out there, man, because they have pitchers in the minor leagues. Like I'm waiting for Carson Wisenhunt to get a call. Like I think that's going to be a move for the starting rotation, rather than them acquiring someone, because they're so rich in that department. Now, if you look at elsewhere in the pitching staff, I could definitely see them going out there and getting a lefty reliever for maybe flipping Wilmer Flores, right? When it comes to it, because that's another part of this deal, man, is what happens with Wilmer Flores, because you're looking at Rafael Devers, who he's played nothing but DH this year, right? Now, does that change? Because I mean, that was strictly I think that was possibly, strictly a Boston thing, when you're looking at, the unwillingness to, because they pulled him off of the hot corner, and then they wanted him to go to first base when Tristan Koss got hurt, and he was like, no, like, fuck you guys. Like, I'm not doing that. So that might be a Boston thing. Maybe he'll be willing to play first base and switch it out with Dom Smith, and maybe have Dom play first base, and then Rafael Devers DH. But then when you start going through the combinations, when Matt Chapman comes back, because it's quite possible that he goes out there and plays third base in this early part without Matt Chapman. But when they're fully healthy, where does Wilmer fall into it? And I feel like he could possibly be a trade piece if they were going to go get another bullpen arm. I could see them doing that. But I mean, it wouldn't be shocking for me in the least if they were going to go out there and upgrade in the outfield. I think that's another position group that they can look to upgrade. I mean, Yaz has been doing okay, but I mean, he's not going to hurt you defensively more times than not. But his bat is kind of shaky. So I don't know. I mean, that's just off the top of my head, like just where I'm looking. Obviously, first base, Bryce Eldridge will take care of that down the stretch. But you got Dom, and now you have Rafael Devers if he is willing to play first base. You got Wilmer also that can play first base, but he's more used to or he's more willing to probably be the DH right now. So I guess that's the question, man, is what ends up happening with Wilmer Flores, and is he going to be part of a potential trade down the line, because this is his last year on the contract as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure they must have had
you didn't like that answer
with him before trading for him, right?
You said what?
I'm sure Posey and them must have had discussed all the scenarios with him before they traded for him, right? You would think.
I mean, you would think, but I don't know. Like, it sounded like they had the first conversation with him, this morning. I mean, maybe behind closed doors, and they were having the conversation like, "Hey, if you came over here, would you be one?" Like, but I don't know. I don't know if there was a conversation. You would think, yes, that there was a conversation, because you're taking a huge risk. I mean, you're taking on that contract, you're taking on that salary. I mean, you want to make sure he has a place to play, right? I mean that you would make sense. Like investors, you would want to make sure that your investment is a good fit for your product, right? So yeah, I mean, that does make sense. But did they do it in knowing that they'd have a bat, knowing that he's controllable for the next 8 years, knowing that Wilmer Flores is not going to be here beyond this season, and then you just kind of figure it out? I could also see that as a possibility, because they get such a plus bat in exchange.
Yeah, and how long is Yaz signed till?
Yaz, I want to say he's up after this year too.
Okay.
Yeah, Yaz is on a walk year, I believe, and Wilmer Flores most definitely is, because I looked at that before. But I want to say that Yaz is on his way out also. That's why, like looking at the roster construction, like I thought that we would be seeing a lot more of not Wilmer Flores, of Luis Matos this year, but that just hasn't been the case yet.
Yeah. Outfielder seems like it's now a key piece to fill in.
Yeah.
Either this season or this off season and going forward. But with the addition of Devers, it helps out everybody. Obviously, I'm sure the pitchers are happy because they get hopefully more run support. Offense, it takes the load off of everybody. So Adames should feel less pressure.
Yeah.
Chapman should move down a spot or two, so that should help him out. And even Bailey, now you don't really mind Bailey hitting 191, whatever.
Yeah, now you don't care, because he's there to do one job and one job only, and that is two jobs, is to manage the pitching staff and to limit the 90 feet from first to second. That's his job, right? That's going to be his job. He doesn't have to go out there and worry about, oh, dude, I gotta produce at a high level because everyone else around me sucks. That's not really the case anymore, because now you have Rafael Devers, and I mean, like we've talked about, Rafael Devers, man, he adds so much, just his presence alone. Guys are going to be pitching to other hitters in the lineup differently, knowing that he's behind them or knowing that he's coming up, because that is that's I mean, you're not going to want to pitch to Rafael Devers with guys on base. Like, you're going to want to have a clean slate there. So, I mean, the guys that are in front of him, Jung-Hoo Lee, you'll look at Willie Adames, and then it'll probably be Rafael Devers, but then Matt Chapman also. Like he's going to change the dynamic of this offense just without even swinging a bat. He's going to change the perception of it. And I think that's the most the most dangerous thing about adding this type of bat to the lineup.
Yep, and Posey put the league on notice that he ain't playing. He's serious.
Yeah,
he wants to compete and he wants to win.
Dude, I found it hilarious though that he did it right before Sunday Night Baseball. As to me, like the way that I read it, I was just like, we're playing against the Dodgers. F the Dodgers. I'm going for the division. I don't give a damn about the Dodgers. That's how I felt about it a little bit.
Didn't it feel like yesterday's game was like it didn't really matter because of
it
news?
Didn't matter. We were at 3:56 or whatever the trade broke yesterday before first pitch. We already won the day yesterday. Yeah. It didn't matter what the result was. If we won, that was just icing on the cake. But it didn't even matter. It did not even matter, dude. We were winners regardless. Like when that happened, I didn't even care about the result of the Giants game last night. They lost. I was just like, whatever. Yeah. We got Rafael Devers.
Basically, like there's a game. Who cares about the game right now?
Yeah, dude, 100%. Huey's asking me if I'm reading the chat. Yeah, I'm reading the chat. I'm having a great conversation with Rockin' New Era right now, Huey. My goodness. But Rockin'. So what else would you want out of this Giants season? Like right now with Rafael Devers coming in and obviously like it kind of felt like this year was going to be an evaluation year, but it has quickly shifted away from that now. Like it's not that anymore. Like this is this a playoff or bust season for the Giants? Like it kind of feels like Buster Posey is managing things in that sense. Are you getting that kind of feeling also?
Yeah, I say you have to make the playoffs with this roster and the move that he made. At least, like, if you go on the first round, that's fine. At least you made a playoff, but at least you progressed
right
from last season.
Right.
And you know what you're going to need, what holes you're going to need to fill. Pause. But yeah, I think you just at least make the playoffs. That's the expectation I'm going to want. Make the playoffs and just roll the dice and see what happens.
Yeah, dude. No, I definitely hope that that's the case. But I'm really excited to see what this team could be down the stretch. And round 2 of Giants Dodgers in a couple of weeks, right before the All-Star game. That's gonna be electric, man. You gonna be out at the ballpark? You gonna go for that one?
Nah, I got prices on those. If we can get seven price.
All right, you'll watch it on your. Maybe we'll go to Del Cielo. Maybe we'll watch it there on that weekend.
That's more of my price range.
Yeah, dude. Hey, I feel you on that one. But rockin', bro. Appreciate you calling in to the show, man, and have a good one. And hopefully, tomorrow night we'll be able to see Rafael Devers hit one into the Cove.
Yeah, much appreciated. See you Saturday, hopefully. Yep. And AJ Cruz, you're up to bat. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks, Walter.
All right, bro. All right, that was Rocket New Era, and yeah, man. I mean, having a great conversation there about the signing for Rafael Devers. Again, if you guys want to call in, 925-392-5348. That is the phone number for the cruise line. We're gonna get out of here in a couple of minutes. Good to see Huey in here, and Huey, yes, you are invited to the patio here, the Walt patio show, which we'll do here again. You know, we got some renovations going on in the home studio, so we got to figure out what we're gonna do. You might catch me here on in front of the gardenias, right? You might catch me in front of the rose bushes over here. I got a lemon tree to my left. I got a hot tub over here. We might do a show in the hot tub. We'll have to find out. We'll have to see. I don't want to get electrocuted while we're doing a show. So we'll have to figure that out as well. I'll do it from the couch. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out the next coming shows, which I haven't decided when the next show is going to be. It quite possibly might be Wednesday, but I might hold off until I am at the patio on Thursday. But in that case, if I'm not doing shows, be on the lookout, because I don't know if you guys get the notifications for my shorts. I'll be putting out shorts, maybe not every night, but when something goes down, when something of significance happens, I'll be making some videos and putting them out there as well. So just check in periodically. I don't know if you guys get the notifications, but check in on the podcast, Passion for the Pastime again, and then follow me on Twitter at Walleezy. That is WALLEEZZY. Trim your bush, Walt. Yeah, thank you, Huey. Huey, you gonna call in, bro? What's going on? And AJ, where's my guy AJ? Asked. Where's he at tonight? Let's see what else Walter's showing us. Okay, you guys are having fun with the yard. Yeah, I'll have to. I have 4 chairs in this table. I have a really cool plant over here. We call it a Jurassic Park plant because it just looks like something that grew in Jurassic Park. It smells beautiful, by the way. I love this yard. But every so often when I'm out here in the yard, and I got my grill right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Well, no, you can't see it, but it is over there. That's the grill. We'll probably make a tri-tip one of these nights on the show, and you guys can watch me grill and let me know if I'm doing a good job or not. But I got 4 chairs here at the table, so maybe we'll just every single show that we do out here differently. I'll just pop in another chair, and you guys get a different background. See the different plants, and the hot tub is over there. You guys can't see it, but I'm looking right at it. Might jump in it here in a little bit. But let's see what else we got going on here. Can't wait until Devers is inserted in the batting order. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Rockin', that you bring up. You know, what is the batting order going to be? And I saw a post that was a post that was posted. I saw a post that was out there making the rounds about the potential, the prospect of the lineup with Rafael Devers in it. And let me try to find it really quickly because I enjoyed it looking at it. I don't think I have. Do I have it here? Did I not like it? I don't know what time I liked it. I was liking so many different things this morning. Rafael Devers right there. Yeah, I can't find it. There's a lot of things. I see Rod Brooks with the lame shirt. You guys see that one? That's beautiful. Love that one. I'm trying to remember what the lineup was. Let me look it up really quickly. Giants lineup, Devers. Let's see if it pops up here. Quick search. There it is. That's what I was looking for. It was from Fox Sports MLB. So the lineup potentially with Rafael Devers. I don't know if you guys like this or not, but this is kind of what you might be able to see on a night in and night basis. You got Jung-Hoo Lee leading off in center field. You got Willie Adames batting second at shortstop. Rafael Devers at DH batting third. Batting cleanup is Matt Chapman at third base, again, when healthy. Elliot Ramos batting fifth in left field. Wilmer Flores at first base. So that's a thing that you got to watch for. Wilmer Flores at first base batting sixth. Mike Yastrzemski in right field batting seventh. Patrick Bailey batting eighth behind the dish. And Tyler Fitzgerald batting ninth at second base. That's another thing. Can Rafael Devers play second base? I know he's only been there like half a game. But can he? Will he? Is he willing to? These are all the questions that we have to find out. Because Rafael Devers, I mean, if he wants to be in the lineup as much as possible, would you guys much rather have Rafael Devers at second base with that bat? I mean, obviously you take a hit defensively than Tyler Fitzgerald, but I mean the potential of having the bat in there, and then you're able to get a Dom Smith, and then you're able to get Wilmer Flores also in the lineup. I mean, then that makes it a little bit more enticing, in my opinion. But again, you got to take the little bit of a hit defensively. Giants versus Boston should be fire. Yeah, it's going to be an electric weekend, especially, if Rafael Devers goes out there and plays first base, if Casey Schmidt is healthy, he goes out there and plays first base against Boston. That's just like a major FU to Boston. I would love to see that. Let's see what else we got going on here. Really quickly, no phone calls. Man, AJ Cruz is not calling me, bro. I wonder if he's calling and it's not coming through. That's something. Oh, look at that. I ask and I shall receive. I ask and I shall receive. AJ Cruz was just waiting. I wonder if he was just running from Safeway or from Food Max and getting into the car, getting his rotisserie chicken. AJ, what took so long, bro?
Hey, little water.
Yeah,
I was just chilling, man. I was watching
You like that one,
I was
bro?
watching the game and rocking. Yeah, no, dude. Of course, you know how to bring the good tunes. You know what I'm saying? Not like that. I saw the sign crap. So, but no, Rocky was chopping it up. So I let my guy.
Where is it?
Yeah. No. You can easily remove that one, and you'll be doing God's work. But no, Rocky was chopping it up, and I was actually chatting with Baby Huey with we're talking about some like some wrestling, some real sports, like a sport where you need two balls to play, right? So anyway, but yeah, dude, yeah, this new act. Oh, god damn it, Walter, see there, I'm about to hang up, dude. You really have to do that. Jesus Christ, yeah, Walter, I saw the sign. It said stop.
Bro, I forgot that was on my board. You brought it up. I forgot that it was there. Go ahead.
God damn it. You know what it is, Walter. I'm about to hang up. No, Jesus Christ, Walter. Like I said, I saw the sign. It said stop.
That was just for you. All right, what were you saying?
God damn it, Walter. So anyway, like I was saying, yeah, all this move to get Devers, that's like out of nowhere, like, oh shit, that just happened, like a deal, and that's cool. That's great. It's absolutely going to bring some attention, not just to the Giants, but also to the West Coast, the best coast. So now we actually we're looking at the Peach and Warriors, the draft dodgers, and they're going to say, oh shit. Now we got because I thought the games weren't. I thought we matched up with them pretty decently, at least on Saturday. And then just unfortunately that 2-3-1 inning, boom, that put them up over the top. So the score really wasn't like it was like 15-2. We can hang with them, but we need a little something extra, and I think there was just going to be that guy. So it's going to be exciting to see how the rest of this plays out. And as you said, if Buster has another move up his sleeve, well, hey, how can this get better, right? We're for it. So this is a welcome move. We finally got some oomph back in the lineup, and hopefully that'll bring more people out to the stadium and pay for overpriced watered down beer. But hey, that's here and there. But speaking of crazy ass trades, did you see what the hell? What Memphis? You want to talk about like? Did Boston get fleeced? Hell no, man. Like the Magic got hung upside down by their heels, and they got like all their lunch money and all their bus money and all their milk money, and everything. They got took for every. Yeah, they're not even Jordans. They're like some scuffed up cons. I mean, come on, dude, they got straight ganked.
Yeah.
I mean, now, okay. Desmond Bain is talented, yes, but is he like a low key Kobe or Jordan or somebody that we didn't see coming? Like what the hell just happened, dude? Like the Magic are more like the Browns of the NBA. Come on, dude. How the hell are they going to give away 4 first rounders for Desmond Bain? Come on, bro.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
next year
they're kind of desperate in doing that. That was a crazy haul. Like when I heard that and I started talking about it with Silver this morning, I was just like, what? I didn't even know it happened. I was like, wait, what happened? Yeah, dude. No, that's a bad look. That's a bad look.
Yeah, if you're gonna be desperate, do something like that. Try to get like Ja, like someone you can build a franchise around. Is Desmond Bain really that guy? So that's why I'm like,
I'll say that. I'll say that with confidence.
That would be like,
no chance. No, he's not. He's not worth that. It's
if anything, I could have seen them actually thinking about it. I could have seen them actually trying to do some stuff like this with trying to get Kuminga. And for me, it would be like, you know what? Yeah, I do that trade just because, we're so uncertain with Kuminga, but the haul is going to be worth it. So I'm pretty sure that Memphis looked at it and were like, wait, you're talking about Bain? And they were like, just shut up, just do it, So, yeah. I mean, it's this whiffs of desperation. And I just bought myself some soap. Dude, I think I need to pass it over to the Magic and say, yo, y'all need this more than I do. If I smell like tacky, I can stand next to him and I have an excuse. But you guys just stunk up the joint for the next 4 or 5 years and then some. So we already know how the Magic are going to be finishing. So we can not talk about them ever again. Kind of like much of the same way we talk about or we refuse to entertain any silly notions of Aaron Rodgers doing anything ever again. And that's the last time you're going to hear me talk about that sucker. Anyway, yeah. But I digress. And so yeah, dude, it's going to be super exciting. Hopefully, we can get Devers starting against the Red Sox this weekend. So this way we can kind of like show off our flashy new toys. So I know Wes is going to be out there, so he's going to be looking forward to it. I know it's going to be fun. So yeah, absolutely. And why don't you give the details of Davey Huey, because he and I need to get together and write the next 6 months of television for WWE, because dude, because like TKO and Dwayne Johnson, they're ruining the damn sport, dude. It's all about them now. They're trying to run out Triple H, and you can see Hulk Hogan 2.0 coming with The Rock, and it's not good, dude. So
damn, is it that bad? I haven't been paying attention to WWE. Is it that bad with The Rock?
Yeah. I mean, okay, The Rock that you knew, The Rock watching isn't the same guy. Now he's like on the board of directors for TKO, the new company that owns WWE, Yep. And he's basically inserting himself into the creative control and the direction that the company's moving. He really almost screwed up the WrestleMania event 2 years ago, and it was because of the fan revolt that basically forced it back into the way it was supposed to have been, which was Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. Right. But then him trying to turn Cody heel, it didn't work, so they turned John Cena heel, and that's been flattering a 2-liter sort of been in the fridge like for a month, so it just hasn't worked out. And The Rock came in to try to like make this turn and set off the storyline. It just hasn't worked. So right now he's serving as the dark-skinned Hogan role, where him putting himself in front of everything just based off of his name and his former glory. Yeah. He's thinking that fans are going to give him carte blanche to basically remake the WWE into the image he sees fit, and it is just not working. I mean, come on, man. He put he politically got his grandmother into the Hall of Fame, and no, his grandmother didn't do anything in the sport. She wasn't a wrestler. She was only married to his grandfather, and the only reason she's in the Hall of Fame is because The Rock pushed for it. Apparently, she took over the territory after his grandfather died, and the territory folded 3 years later. That's a hell of a Hall of Fame credential, if you ask me. So, I mean, come on, if that doesn't smell like some home cooking, and not Mama's cooking either, Rock, we smell what you were eating. God damn it! Nope. So I mean, I digress. This is all about the Jazz, but this is why I love your show, Walt, because we can come in, we can air all of our grievances. And, so Devers checks off a lot of boxes for us. Now we can get to the other important things in life. And, and Dwayne Johnson ruining wrestling is one of them. So, baby Huey, come out to Del Cielo with us. We can make it happen, dude. We can make it happen. So, yeah. Walt, man, good talking to you, brother. Glad to see you
out there. Yeah, for sure, bro. And I'll see you this weekend. Actually, I scheduled a haircut right before I'm meeting you guys. So I'll come.
There you go. And get a little.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see my hair on the stream, but it's a little wild right now. It's a little long. I got to trim it a little bit.
See, I actually got a haircut too, so I feel you on that, right? But I'm actually more concerned about that beard, Walter. That's kind of more of a fire hazard, than anything. Because when you're sparking up that J, if it catches, it's going to go up, and then you're going to be like Richard Pryor back in the day. So you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy.
All right, no.
But Dom,
I'll trim it up.
Right on. Yeah, take care of that. Dom Peralta, come out with the suit so we can talk about those Ghirardelli colorways for the Giants next City Connects next time. Dude, I'll show you that hat that inspired it. It's good stuff. Right on, Walter. Have a good evening, brother. Thank you so much. Talk to you later.
Bro, appreciate you, man. That was AJ Cruz, the namesake of the Cruise line, getting into anything and everything he can get his paws on to end the podcast here. But yeah, no, definitely getting into more Rafael Devers as we continue our shows. If something else comes up, keep a lookout for the shorts that I put out there on the podcast page as well. Again, remember to subscribe. Remember to hit the notification button to make sure that you don't miss out on the action. So we'll definitely dive into more of it. Tomorrow is going to be the introductory press conference for Rafael Devers. Maybe I head out to Oracle to go see that in person. That's at 2:30 don't know. I'm gonna cut it a little close. As Rafael Devers is talking, I'm gonna be walking in and making a whole bunch of noise. Maybe I don't do that. Maybe I don't. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy for sure. But Rafael Devers 2:30. You'll be able to hear that on Dirty Work on KMBR. So make sure to tune in for that, and we'll continue to have conversations on Rafael Devers, what this means for the Giants moving forward, where he will end up playing. That remains to be seen. But I mean, you can see several positions right now. You can see third base, depending on where Casey Schmidt is in his with his injury. I haven't seen an update today. So if you guys have seen one, let me know before I get on out of here. But third base remains an option. Second base, long shot option. First base, probably an option, and DH probably the more likely thing before he can get up to speed in San Francisco. So a lot of great things, a lot of good changes for the San Francisco Giants. Obviously, I mean, we're going to miss Kyle Harrison, but this is a huge move. A righting of the ship type move, a course correction, if you will, for the Giants. So I'm really intrigued to see what else Buster Posey has up his sleeve. As I mentioned, this is another move, A+ in my estimation. But this is a move that, I mean, you're looking at Buster Posey. He is in win now mode. So I do not think that this is the last move. And there might be minor, smaller moves. It won't be all level of Willy Adames and Rafael Devers. It might be small additions here or there. But nonetheless, Buster Posey is out there. He's out there for blood, and he wants this Giants team to compete well into September, well into October, and beyond. So we'll continue to break it down and how Buster Posey is bringing back the vibes to be a San Francisco Giant and making the city connect once again with this team that we all love to talk about here on Passion for the Pastime. So I'm going to get on out of here, guys. You guys have a good one. Be safe. The next podcast will be either on Wednesday, possibly Thursday, but remember to set those notifications so that when and follow me on Twitter, Walleezy, WALLEEZZY. You see it here on the bottom left of the screen. Go ahead and give me a follow there to see all your updates on the Giants and when we will be going live once again on Passion for the Pastime. So you guys have a good one. Be safe. Love talking to every single one of you. Rocking New Era. Ernie in here. AJ. I still haven't seen Otis. Where's my guy Otis? Taylor Jenkins coming in here, dropping the nugget of Rafael Devers wearing a number 16. It's a great number. That's a great number to wear. That was the number I believe that Bruce Bochy wore when he gave his 15 to Carlos Beltran. So was that the last person that wore 16? I don't remember. But everybody else, Huey popping in here. That was a good cameo for Huey as well. I believe I saw Anthony Marakovich in here as well. All you guys for stopping by here. Robert as well got into it. The recovery, everyone stopping by, and Dom, of course, the great Dom Peralta. Still waiting for my stickers. I'll see you out at the patio again, Dom, if you're out there on Thursday. So you guys have a good one. Be safe, and until next time, go Giants.